This music is studio.
On the beat.
Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, oh, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, oh. People them up, hey yeah, me like I'm a mission, like a bad domasi. Kono agila ya wabi, agila ya wabi, agila ya wabi, agila ya wabi. Come on, bless. Atiwa, escorpion, atiwa, forceria, atiwa, la police, atiwa. Bandera, Vineva Caravana, Sakuru Campana, Rayana Montana, Obezu and Aguila, Omaliba Kasaidu, Aguinea Makanye Mobian, Ruben Abeso, Capitan, we respect Amando Samilang, Guakumbi Ayen, Watila Lue, Estado Mayor, Estado Mayor, Estado Mayor, Dada Buralo, Hermano Mayor, people of Mofa, Mayor Mio, like a mammy son, like a bad domasi, Kono, Agila, Yawabi, Agila, Yawabi, Agila, Yawabi.
An amazing royals of Africa. Mbolwani Madia Royals, this is your queen, and Ngningone, second of the name, 17th generation crown queen of the fangs and of the amazing and beautiful Diasporan Africans, also known as the Immortals, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Nubia, the path to return, the home of the amazing royals. So if you are new, welcome. I'm Ngningone II. If you like my vibe, stick around, all right? So to my returning royals of Africa, I have a message, okay, for our chosen royals of Africa. My dear people, the time has come that as a group, as a collective of the people of Africa and their descendants, the time has come for us to break the curse of slavery over our people. Yes, my children, in order for a group of people to successfully make your group of people slaves in the physical realm, it means that spiritually they were able to bind us as well. And what is the mean they use to bind us spiritually? The mean they use to bind us spiritually is through their religions. All these Western religions, the religions that came and forced our ancestors to adhere. That's how they brought us into bondage. Because they were going to teach us rubbish that were going to get us lost forever. So one of the first rubbish they taught us, which kept us in bondage and is still keeping us in bondage. Royals like us, people of higher spiritual ranks as us, what is it that they fed us that is like a nuclear weapon against our own spirituality? Is their concept of forgiveness. What did they teach us? They told us that you have to forgive those who wronged you. Whether they even ask for forgiveness or not, you have to forgive. Because it's by so doing that you can have access to the forever life and after in the so-called paradise. That's what they taught us. That's the doctrine they whooped our ancestors into. Well, my children, there's not such thing as forgiveness. You wonder why many of us are walking around traumatized with so many wounds which remain open and unhealed. It's because a lot of pain was carried on generation after generation. Not only pain, but unhealed pain, unsettled pain. Many of our ancestors died with injustice in their blood. Somebody wronged me, somebody took my son, somebody took my husband, and the person is just chilling. And that blood went crying to the ancestors. And we were born into that bloodline and we inherit that too. So you see, It's because we were messed up. We were led to believe that we have to forgive. No. Just like on earth, in the court of man, you seek justice by taking the matter to the law. Yes, whomever wronged you, whomever took the life of your son or your daughter will face a judge on earth. All right? So when that happens and that judge gives a death sentence, how many of you do you go? Do you see go before that judge? No, judge, forgive them, oh, forgive them. No, reverse that death sentence, judge. No, don't condemn them to death. Do you see that happen? No. In the contrary, the parents, the victims, to have closure, they will sit in that booth on execution day. If execution took long, the granddaughters or the grandsons of the victim going to be the ones sitting in that booth because they need that closure. In that same matter, it's spiritually the same. Why were they able to keep us in captivity for so many years? It's because we would get on the way of Nzambe, the God of our ancestors. Okay, all we would do is cry, and then go back and start praying for the master, and start praying for everybody who hurting us. Of course, they told us that we have to forgive those who hurt us because they were the ones hurting us. They were the ones hurting us. Do you think they could really teach us that, spiritually you have right to seek justice? You have right to seek justice before the King of Kings, the Judge of the judges. No, of course not. We were captive. We were their slaves. It was not in their best interest to teach us that. My people, their religions were forced upon us to make us better slaves. Never forget that. Their religions taught us to forgive, to be a forgiving person. Now, who's a forgiving person? A forgiving person is pretty much a slave, a person without boundaries. When you tell the world that I'm forgiving, you're telling the world I'm without boundary. And who are people who live without boundaries? Who are people who have to go through life without boundary? And I say have to, because most of the time, it's beyond their control for them to even be put in a position where they have to go through life without boundary. Only the status of slaves, my people. The slaves are the people who were forced to live a life without boundary. Anything when it came to our ancestors. They cut them open in medical experiment without anesthesia. They fed our babies to alligators for fun. This is a group of people who's reduced to an existence of without boundaries. And that's what their religion taught us we should be. Forgiving people. People without boundaries. Pretty much slaves. Okay, my people. The time has come for us to heal. And you have to come into the light. You have to come into the knowledge of the truth for you to be able to heal. So per us Bantu Africans, we seek justice even during the time of the kings. We would go cry to the king. This man did this to me. My king, I want justice. And the king would give the sentence that should apply, the restitution that should come your way. One way or another, your spirit, your soul will find closure. It was important that the victim find closure. Because you don't want a soul, you don't want a transition, you don't want that person to pass away with the pain caused by that injustice. Because if they pass away with that pain, their offspring would inherit that pain. And we will have a lot of sick people. This is how we African handle our mental health. Basically, we don't let an injustice go unpunished. If we can't find justice before the court of men, we will take the justice to the divine court. Yes, one way or another, the other party will pay what they owe you. If you can't collect in this realm, you will collect in their bloodline, in the spiritual. We are not taught to turn the other cheek. No. We are not taught to take it, to be the bigger one. No. We are not taught to be some lunatic's punching bag. No. We are not taught that. No. In the contrary, we are taught, in order for you to maintain your humanity, you have to keep things balanced around you. Okay? So, if someone brings an assault in your life, whether it's physical or spiritual, so much so that it changes your reality, it is felt in your reality, it means that they have touched ground in your spiritual compound. They are within your walls. And at that point, you cannot be diplomatic, okay? You cannot be nice. You cannot be kind. You cannot be forgiving unless you want to end, okay? Because when there's an intrusion, they don't come to play. They come to do the worst. They come to steal. And if that includes taking your life, guess what? They will. So before we could win any battle out there, we must teach our children to stay alive within our own walls. Because it's usually the people we allow around us. They are the ones who have access to stab you. They are the ones who have access to rob, to steal whatever from you. So we have to first teach our people, our children, how to survive their own. Okay? They have to spiritually build an armor. This is how you spiritually build your armor. When you send a strong message across, I am not to be played with. There will be consequences. I'm nobody's punching bag. If you come for my own, I'll come for your entire bloodline. That's the kind of role you need to send. Okay? So we don't teach our people, no, to show the other chick. No. You're going to create an imbalance, a spiritual imbalance in your bloodline, and your children and grandchildren going to go through abuse. They're only going to attract abusive situations in their lives, abusive bosses, abusive spouses, abusive friends and stuff. So you have to, it doesn't mean that abusive people won't come on our way, but our children, our people must be equipped, must be taught the knowledge on how to fight it. You deal with it right here, right now. You tell that demon, I'm not going to make you a star in my bloodline. You are not going to stick around terrorizing my generation and that of my children. It ends with me here. Okay? You extinguish that bloodline pursuing you. That's how you do it. So once we are powerful, once we have, taken control of the inside bullies, okay, once we have alienated them, once we have completely destroyed them, then we stand a better chance to survive external adversities. So it starts from within first. Teach our children. It's the one close to you. It's the one walking with you. The one standing behind you. The one standing to your left. The one standing to your right. These are the ones that will bring death to their homes. That will bring death to their finances. That will seek to bring death to their entire life. So we have to teach them to never, ever forgive betrayal. No. Of all the things you can forgive, all the things you can say, okay, I just let Tata Zambe take care of it. That one, betrayal, never. Stand to the ground, because that's an intrusion into your bloodline. Some of them work with you. They don't mind when they come to rob you. They don't mind making your children orphans. And you're going to do what? You're going to go to church and forgive them? No. Unless you're still a slave. Okay, my people, never forgive betrayal. In whatever capacity, betrayal is betrayal. They betray you in small things, they will betray you in big things, like our elders always tell us. They betray you in small things, they will betray you in big things. They stick with you in small things, they will stick with you in larger stage. That's how it is. Okay, my loves. We settle our issues. We always seek, closure. But their religion beat us too. Give away. Forgiveness pass. Forgiveness pass. Forgiveness pass. How can nature, the creator, punish people that we ourselves have been forgiving? You see, we ourselves, of course, we are of a higher spiritual rank. So even no matter what we go through and stuff, we were taught that, oh God, forgive them. So our ancestors were forgiving them for generations, and their ruling over us remain. So today's message, my dear children of Africa, in order for us to start properly healing, we have to seek closure for every wound we are inflicted. How do you seek closure? When the court, the human court has failed you, you go before the Creator. You make a call for help. You make a call for justice to be served. In the case of, you name the name. That's how you do it. And then you ask your ancestor to seek remedy, to seek reparation, whatever damage their assault have brought into your life. Oh yeah, you have to seek restitution. Look at them, observe our former masters and stuff. Each time somebody wronged them, they make sure they will get restitution. I mean, somebody doesn't even have to wrong them, but if they perceive the person wronged them, they will seek restitution. Because so on the spiritual level, they don't come on a negative. Because if someone does wrong to you and you don't seek restitution, reparation, it causes a deficit in your energetic bank. So yes, and you're sending that vibrational message around that you are the type of being people can mess with and go, scot-free. You have made yourself a slave by not seeking restitution. So it goes to tell you, we need to start healing. Seek justice before Tatan Zambe. Seek justice before the heavens. It's not revenge. The religious is going to put that guilt trip on you. Oh, it's revenge. No, it's seeking healing. It's seeking closure. If they can't find justice in human court, if they can't afford lawyers to drag them in court and stuff like that, seek justice before the heavens, before Tatan Zambe, before nature. Mother Nature and the Creator never fail. Seek justice before them. And once you have presented your case before them, get out of the way. What do I mean by that? Don't be the same person going, no, I now feel guilty. The person is going through da-da-da-da-da-da. When you take somebody to court, when the judge is giving these, the judge is distributing this death sentence, I don't see you guys go, so no, judge, don't do that. No, the same way it has to be with anybody who wrongs you. You have to seek restitution. Many of your generals in spirit, how can your troops go for counter-offensive if you don't make that call? This is how you get your closure. A restitution gonna have to be made. When you cry out to the heavens, your ancestors are forced to action. So don't sit there and think that you are the one who's supposed to be the bigger one. That's how we lost so many chosen people. We have too much light and we've been tainted by that religion that was shaped and molded to make us slaves. Don't feel guilty to seek closure. And don't let anybody guilt trip you and say that it's vengeance. No. Many of you have the power, have control over the elements. We are some powerful group of people. What did you expect from the former masters to do? To give us weapons? No, of course not. So kindly, wisely walk away from this brainwash. When somebody wrongs you, they have to pay restitution. You have to get everything they took from you back. If it's your peace they came and took, get it back. If it's your dignity they came and took, take it back. If it's your money, make sure you take it back one way or another. On the physical or in the spiritual. You gotta collect from somewhere. Take everything back. Okay? Call everything back. When one of these demons come in your life and just get close enough to cut you, call it back. Fight them with all the elements. Because your generation has to heal that wound so you don't die with it and pass it and pass that burden to your children, the next. You take care of business in this generation. Somebody think they come and what? Destiny what? Destiny swap? That's the new kind of theft. You stand outside facing east every morning before sunrise. You do that for 7 days straight. Call back everything they come and siphon from you. Call back your time. Call back your laughter. Call back the license, the viewing license you gave on any picture or imagery of you and your family you share. Call that back. Call back your time. Call back your money if you spend money on them. Call back energy. Money is energy. Call back all your energy. Call back your advice. Okay? All that good wisdom you put in their ear. You didn't know you were building up your next worst enemy. You thought you were building up a brother. You thought you were building up a sister. Call that wisdom back. Call it back. And say, as you call everything back, everything they have acquired based on your energy, based on your knowledge, based on your guidance, based on your power, is now coming crushing. Yes, that's how it is. You are the owner of it. They can't come and swap nothing from you. They can't come and take nothing from you that you are not willing to give away. Okay? You have to build yourself up spiritually. When they come and try to destiny swap with you, it's like you gave them away somewhere. You gave them the okay or the idea to think that they could mess with you like that. Go and strip them naked. Strip them. Call everything back. Your time, your kindness, the guidance you gave them that put them in a better position. Call it back. Whatever they have acquired based on your energy, let it come crushing down, because the law of reciprocity, if whatever you stole is coming back to me, whatever you build based on it has to crash down. That's what it is. So that's how you stay spiritually strong. You don't let people come and empty you and walk around and laugh and crack jokes over it. No, you go and shamble, turn their life upside down. Give it to them correctly, my people. Fight them with the air element. Fight them with the earth element. Fight them with the fire element. Fight them in the water. Give it to them. You have that spiritual authority. Your innocence is your weapon. What they don't want to do is wake you to anger. Give it to them. Okay? That's how you fight. That's how you heal. your spiritual wound. Not only it will heal you, but it will heal your entire bloodline. If you had ancestors who had to take it, who didn't know how to defend themselves, you are the giant, you are the healed one from that bloodline that not only gonna heal yourself, but heal all those who died with that trauma. Okay, my people, that's the message. Forget about, forgiving. We were trained, we were brainwashed to forgive our torturer. They were the one hurting us back then. They were the ones hurting us. They were the ones taking our lands. They were the ones taking our resources, taking our children away. They were the ones hurting us. Of course, they had to force us to tell Nzambe, have mercy on them, have mercy on them. So you have to understand, yes, the religion is a war weapon against us. Okay? I hope it makes sense. Alright, you have the right to seek justice when someone wrongs you. You have the right to seek closure. It's not being vengeful. Okay? It's like, no, they're trying to take something away from you. If it's your peace, if it's your dignity, if it's your reputation, whatever that is, don't let them, drag it, away from you and you sit there. No, you fight with your words. You are light. What they don't know is that our chosen one can dwell in all realms. We can come and meet you in the pit darkness, wherever you hide, and drag you out of in the light and beat the crap out of you. We can do that. We can stay there in the darkness with you and still beat you in your own darkness and still come out on the other side and still be light and still love and still shine. We have that duality. But don't think that because people are nice, people are soft, people look like little harmless puppy, you can come and play with people like that. No. So stop teaching our children that crap. They have the right to seek justice. They have the right to seek remedy. They have the right to seek healing in everything. Yes, it's a right, and it becomes our responsibility, our ability to seek healing and justice when wrong. That's what defines our humanity. And once it is taken away, they have made you a slave. Okay? So stop teaching that to our children. We don't teach them this old concept, this old slave concept. When they say, okay, they broke the chains, but our mind is still in their captivity. Yes. And many of us still have that. Automatically, when it's a master child involved, we're ready to go rescue, we're ready to go and forgive and all that. Okay, my people. And once you have submitted your case before a higher authority, whether on earth or in the heavens, you have to let it be. Okay? You can't go back to it. This is how you find closure. This is how you find healing, is that you took actions to seek remedy, to seek healing, to seek reparation. So this is how you do it. This is how, because don't sit there and hope that the same people who have hurt you, who have stolen from you, who have seek to destroy you in the first place will be the first one to come and offer the remedy as well. No, it won't happen. So that you have control over that. You can only feel better and you can only feel good about yourself overall in general is if you took action. Okay? So that's why it's important. You have to let it be and trust. Okay? If you submitted before the divine authority and trust that the Creator, Mother Nature, will take care of it. With the same certitude you have that the sun shall rise every morning, just know that you will get justice in what was done to you. Okay, my loves? And don't let anybody manipulate you to make you believe that once retribution starts hitting on somebody who intentionally wronged you and refused to do right by you after you call them out, And then now they feel they can come with their two left legs and apologize and stuff like that. This is how you need to get out of the way of Tata Nzambe, out of the way of the divine, out of the way of nature. You tell them it's out of my hand, okay? It's out of my hand. You have to let it run its course. I have moved on, and I hope you do the same. Don't let anybody manipulate you, force you into no apologies and stuff that, you know, it's coming way, way, way too late, okay? Once you have made that call, you cannot undo it. Just because somebody is knocking at your door, begging for forgiveness, tell them it's out of your hand. It's in the hands of the universe, of the creator, of source, of God. That was today's message. So all in peace, all right? Peace in your homes, love in your heart. That's why it's important. We always seek healing, we seek justice, we seek balance, because we still want to be able to love. And many of you can't love anymore because you let people get away with things. All right? You were forced to forgive the people who wronged you the most. And it hasn't settled in your spirit. You're still feeling rage because of that. No, my child, you have the right to cry for justice. You have the right to seek reparation. If you can't do it in human court, take them in spirit court. Okay? And in all, remain united. Okay, my loves? Until next time. Mwah.